everybody, welcome to our April Recruiter Takeover. Woo! We are here with Matt this month and we're super excited. He's been taking over our Facebook page all week, so seeing posts from him, getting to know a little bit more about him and what it's like, being here at True Staff. Matt, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Well, hi, my name's Matt Krentz. I'm one of the lead recruiters here at True Staff. I've got my hands full at home with a little monster named Braxton. He's 4. I got my daughter Alyssa. She's 10, and various critters, but definitely enough to keep me busy between here and there.
And so you're a lead recruiter. If you're not familiar with kind of how things work here at True Staff, all of our recruiters recruit, but we also have lead recruiters who they really take on a mentoring role. You do the regular recruiting stuff and.
It's really great. It's great to take some of the newer ones under your wing. I mean, obviously, I've experienced a whole lot more than someone, fresh out of the gate has. And we can use our experience, our knowledge to help bring everybody else along. And, hell, there's been times they've helped me out before. So, I mean, it is. We all work together as a team and, go for a common goal. Yeah,
I like that team-based approach. How long have you been a lead?
Been a lead now for almost 4 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but love it. Love it.
Yep. So what's your favorite part about being a recruiter?
Just the different people you meet. And I really do meet people every time I talk to them on the phone. It's not just oh, hey, who are you? Okay. No, we really try to get to know them. I want to know what makes you tick. To be completely honest. I mean, not everybody's looking for the same thing out of a travel assignment as a job. And in order to know what you're looking for, what's going to make you happy, I have to know what that is.
Right.
So, what drives you? What are you interested in? Are you location? You want to make as much money as possible? Do you want to get out and get a change of pace? What do you want? What do you like?
Well, it's definitely a little bit more intense than, your standard job interview because our travelers work for True Staff. Like, you might go out to all these facilities and you're there and you're working, but you're one of us. So, getting to know them is a huge part of the picture.
Absolutely. I have so many friends from coast to coast now at this point in time. It's just ungodly. I was showing somebody my cell phone the other day. They were trying to find somebody's name and they just kept scrolling.
Sorry.
Who's all these people? Oh, they're my nurses. Really? Yeah, this one. She's sending me vacation pictures and here's this. And it's awesome. It's really cool.
So in your opinion, you've had how many years of experience? What is the best thing a traveler can do to really make the most of their career?
Go in there with just the right attitude. Attitude. You have worked in multiple hospitals everywhere across the board, and you'll know that there is just a difference from one wing to the next, from one manager to the next, one experience. Anytime you're getting labeled about a whole hospital being awful or a whole this or that, it's, as well as I do, that's as much nonsense. It's what you make of it. There might be, you might work in one unit, and then across the hallway, there's a completely different experience going on.
Yep.
And it's all based on personalities. It's all based on, your ability and your positive attitude. You make it.
That positive attitude goes a long way.
Oh, heck yeah. They're going to want you back. They don't want to let you go. You'll get more hours. I mean, down the road, if you're trying to find an assignment, out of the blue, you'll get a random text from Judy, the assistant manager of the OR, and say, hey, are you free? When are you next? I'd like to have you back. It happens all the time.
That's the best compliment you can get is we want you back. Like, when can you stay?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's great. I got travelers that have been at the same facility on and off for going on several years now. I mean, they just make sure they're, doing what they need to be doing.
We want you back.
Yeah.
So, when a traveler's considering, all these different agencies, what's the top thing that you think they need to look for? And obviously, there's a lot of different answers there for every person.
Oh, sure. You want to go somewhere that, A, they have a lot of assignments. That's important because you do want a job. But ultimately, it's going to be your relationship with your recruiter. Find someone that matches you, that gets with you, that you can open up with, that you can be honest, that has your back. And, as soon as you get that feeling, don't lose it. Stay with the person. Keep communicating. Keep it open. We can't place someone if we don't know exactly how. Not everybody, I've had multiple times someone say they're looking for something. Here's what I want, Matt. Send them all these jobs. And I don't hear that out. Come to find out they were actually looking for something a little bit different. So know yourself, know what you're looking for, and, don't compromise. Go get it.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That's good advice for all of us.
Yeah.
So for somebody who's on the fence about travel nursing, maybe they haven't started yet, maybe they're just researching, what one piece of advice would you give them?
Take it slow, do your homework, and have your questions answered. You should never, as a traveler, be going into a contract without knowing all the answers. There's always going to be some gray area. There is, because different situations happen at different times. But by and large, you should know what you're walking into. Mm-hmm. You know what the travel is. You know what the job is. You know what your ratios are going to be looking like. You know what's going to be expected of you. How does this work? How does pay work? How does all that? Go in with an open mind. Know what you're walking into. Also, another thing for my travelers on the first time, I always try to keep them within a day's drive of home. I feel it's important. Unless they specifically push me otherwise, I try to keep them within a day's drive. There's still something to be said. You know this, you've done it, you're a functioning high-level, high-functioning adult doing all this, but there's still something to be said for picking up, leaving, packing your bags, going hundreds of miles away where you don't know anybody. You don't know anything, you don't know the location. So, and sometimes there's a little bit of a shock until you get your legs under you. It happens. It does. It's human nature. It probably happened to me if I did the same damn thing.
Well, that's a big jump sometimes, and that's kind of a nice way to ease into it.
So, I like to keep everybody within contact of their own particular support group that they have. Their own little personal network.
That makes sense. So, for everybody out there, all of our travelers, hopefully you know about Bucket List Bingo. We have this contest running, and it's all the way through the end of the year. So, as you are out doing assignments, you pick stuff off your board. If you can get a bingo, and you have to do it on Instagram. You have to take pictures and tag them. The first person to get a Bucket List Bingo will get $1,000. So, Matt.
Yeah.
What square would you cross off your Bucket List Bingo board?
What I'd like?
Yes. What would you go for?
Oh, God, I'm going for pizza. Best pizza place in town. Give me a nice deep dish pizza and good draft beer to go along with that. Oh, we're in business.
I could go for that.
I could do that every day of the week.
We can cross that one off.
We can do that right now.
So that's one of the squares on here is get lunch at the best local pizza place in town while you're on assignment. So all you have to do to enter is, let's go right now.
Let's go get pizza.
We can make that happen. You take a picture of yourself, snap a pic of you getting pizza, get out and explore these towns you're visiting.
Absolutely.
It's, really designed to encourage them to go do stuff.
Well, most of the time you do. It's fun. Don't be a hermit. Don't lock yourself in. Make friends. Make nice. You're going to enjoy yourself. You are. Every place across this country has something unique and different about them that you're going to find that you're going to jump at. I don't care if you're in the middle of nowhere or if you're in the middle of a big city. There's going to be something there. There is. I promise you, every place is unique.
Mm-hmm. Well, and part of the fun of traveling is finding your closest grocery store and it's arranged in a totally crazy order, and you'll find your way.
I actually had a conversation about the grocery store this morning with one of my nurses. She was completely crazy because she couldn't find anything. It took her like 2 hours to do her grocery list.
It'll get better.
Yeah.
The first time's the worst. So this is always the question we close with because it's like our most popular question. Mm-hmm. Tell us your favorite story from a nurse. No names are ever allowed. It can be a crazy story, fun story.
Oh, goodness. I don't even know if I could pick one, Jamie. Mercy. We hear so much every day. It's absolutely insane. Oh, I don't know. I used to have a nurse that was down in Florida, and they were up here. We were having all kinds of nasty weather. Mm-hmm. She was a nurse from Indiana, and she was down in Florida on assignment. The airport was closed down. This nurse, she's all bubbly and out to meet people and about the most extroverted person I've ever met in my entire life. She meets this random family. And it was an entire family. There was 4 people. They had a minivan that was there at the airport. And she climbed into the van with them, and they all drove to Indiana instead of flying. She just met these people. And yeah, it was just one more crazy adventure that she's had. Done. I'd always just laugh. I was like, so what adventure did you have today?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would love to have that personality of that outgoing. That's awesome.
I have nurses right now out on mission trips down in Africa. I've got several from overseas. That just, it's so cool when I got some of my Russians that'll go back to home and they'll send me pictures of Sochi and everything else.
That's
there is just so much cool out there in the world that they get to experience, and it's neat when they get to share it with us.
Yeah, that's the whole point. So thanks for joining us today, guys. If Matt didn't answer anything that you wanted to know about, or if there's anything you want to know about later in the week, make sure you leave us a comment and watch out for the rest of his posts. So thanks.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.